Hi, so today we're going to be looking at the Talevins tarot deck. I found this one on Etsy. It's by Talevin Designs, and when I first looked it up, I was looking up winter tarot decks, found this, I fell in love with it, and I loved the images, but I didn't purchase it right away. Then it wasn't available anymore, and then when it became available again, I got it right away, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is the tarot deck that I carry around in my purse everywhere I go right now. It, I've been saying that it's the most beautiful tarot deck I ever saw, and it might be my absolute favorite. So I'm really looking forward to making this video. I'm going to try to make it as short as I can, but I do have a lot to say about these cards because they're so gorgeous. So we're going to get to this. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the Talevins Tarot. That is spelled Talevins by Talevins Designs. And I found these on Etsy. They actually didn't come in a box, so I just keep them in this bag that I made. I kind of make bags like this for many of my different tarot decks, and then I keep them in a plastic bag. I've seen some bad reviews for tarot cards on Etsy that don't come in a box, like specifically made for the cards. And a lot of these cards are AI, and they just order them from the place that prints them, and they come usually like in cardboard and cellophane, like in the middle of cardboard to keep them still in cellophane. And these actually weren't even in order when I got them, and I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of weird at first, but I honestly don't care. I'm usually buying tarot cards for the artwork specifically, so I really don't care about the box or the book, but just know that if you do get them, they don't come in a box, and you might, if you're getting them for a gift for somebody's first tarot deck, they're going to have to get a book too to learn the meanings of the cards. And there's also a lot of YouTube videos that you can learn card meanings with, but anyway, let's just get into this. Now, this is the Fool, and I just think this is a beautiful, beautiful Fool card. This could either be a sunrise or a sunset, and you see he's on a cliff with his white dog to protect him. He's got his flowers in his hands, his purity, and he's ready for an adventure. Okay, so then next we have the Magician. And I think these cards are supposed to be like either like medieval or Renaissance, and this is just freaking gorgeous. I love this Magician card with the big giant pentacle on his altar, and I love the color in detail in these gorgeous pink roses surrounding him, and he's got his wand up and a ring of fire behind him, and he has just got everything he needs to manifest. And I just love this card. Okay, so then we're going to go to the High Priestess. I just think this is so mysterious and gorgeous, and a lot of the cards in this deck do keep with the Pamela Coleman Smith tradition a little bit, but they are very, very, very different. And one thing that I'm going to tell you is that these cards are very dark, but the color that there is in these cards is actually beautiful in contrast against the dark. And I love their clothes. I love her beautiful blue dress, her mysterious veil. She knows everything. She knows all. You cannot hide anything from her. It is just gorgeous. And then this is the Empress, and she is just beautiful. And she is just has everything she needs, and she's creative, and she's fertile, and she is just ready to go, ready to make things happen, and just a gorgeous, gorgeous Empress card. And then here is the Emperor. And like I said, they do keep with the Pamela Coleman Smith tradition a lot, but I kind of feel like they're more of like a fantasy or a Renaissance or medieval look to them. And I would love to like be living in this deck of tarot cards. This is just absolutely one of my favorites. And actually, this is my favorite deck. And I do believe that this is the most gorgeous tarot deck I've ever seen. So until I find one prettier, that is where I stand. Yeah, and this is definitely within the tradition of the Pamela Coleman Smith artwork here for the Hierophant, and then the Lovers. And I just love this angel behind them, guiding them, protecting her with her arms stretched around them. And yeah, it's just gorgeous. And there's like a snake and an apple. It does like have a little bit of a biblical sort of feel to it, but still very, 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 very pretty card. And like I said, the colors in these cards that you do see, because they are kind of dark, seem to definitely pop out. Now this one, I thought was pretty interesting. So the Chariot. So I'm not sure what these animals are. I'm not sure if they're horses just with like gear on, or if it's some kind of fantasy animal. So if anybody in the comments could let me know if they know, that would be great. One thing I noticed about the Chariot card is that this one does not have a black and white animal. They're the same color. This isn't as colorful and decorative as most Chariot cards that I've seen, but the one thing I really, really do love about this card is that it's in the woods. There are no leaves on the tree. This could be some kind of sometime during the winter, or it could even be early spring. The man is older, and the thing I appreciate about that is that, like, one thing that I don't think about a lot in the Chariot card is that it is showing where you've been and where you are going to go, the decisions you make, taking a side in something. And that can, you know, thinking about the phases of our lives, that can take some time to figure out. So it's like whatever this guy is going through, he has taken his time to figure it out. And now he is ready with that decision and moving forward. And I just, like, again, I love that there's no leaves on the trees in this card. And I love that he's in the woods like that. Okay, so here we go. This card right here. I would love to have this like in a poster for my wall, like a frame poster. This is the most beautiful strength card I have ever seen. The color in this on her dress, the flowers around her waist, the flowers around her head, that tree, those mountains in the background, that green grass, that gorgeous lion, and the look in that lion's eyes, like he is just comforting her and loving her, and she is just drawing strength from him. This is everything a strength card should be, and this is absolutely the most beautiful, beautiful strength card I have ever seen. So I love it, love it, love it, everything about it. And now for the rest of this deck, this is very light. So the deck is pretty dark. I've even seen the comments on the reviews for this deck, them saying that it's best looked at in daylight because it's so dark, but not this card. This is freaking gorgeous. It's bright. It's beautiful. It's everything that a strength card should represent. And the strength card is one of my favorite cards. I'm a Leo, so I love the strength card. But this one is just the most beautiful strength card I've ever seen. Here is the Hermit. And again, he's got snowy hills behind him. That's something I usually don't see in a Hermit card. And I wanted this deck because it was such a fall winter deck. I love that there's a pentacle in his lantern, and he looks alone. He's taking everything he's learned and he's taking it back with him to become grounded and become strong, and use his experience to guide him and take some time to himself. And I just love this card. Love it. Wheel of Fortune is gorgeous. It's just got some Egyptian, I forgot what those are called, but it's got Egyptian stuff there. And yeah, it's just a beautiful card. I love the sky behind it and the stars. It's kind of spacey looking. And this right here. Okay, so this is my favorite Justice card that I have ever seen. Okay, I absolutely love this Justice card. I love the color of her outfits. She is powerful. She's made her decision. She has like 1 foot forward, and I think that's kind of symbolic about her making her judgment and her decision on something. And just like the columns behind her sitting on that throne, and the colors in this dress are just so beautiful, and it's just the most powerful Justice card I've ever seen. And the look on her face, like she still has a lot of compassion. Like, even though she's made her decision and it might have been hard and it might be harsh, she still is holding compassion in her face, and it is just beautiful. Okay, so the Hangman. Now this is a very, very dark card. And it's kind of showing like that he is a little bit suffering for his knowledge and for learning and figuring out what he's learning, and kind of giving up and giving in to what's going on, looking at things from a new perspective. And it just shows all of that. This is a little bit of a sadder hangman card than I'm used to. And that's kind of an interesting perspective to me. Okay, so here's the death card, and it's like all these people are mourning, all these things are going on, and he's coming in with the white horse, and his flag has a rose or like a flower on it. And I kind of feel like that's like hope in the situation. And this is a sadder death card than what I'm used to. And death, like in tarot, doesn't always have to mean a physical death. It can mean the end of a situation, the end of something going on. And like, you know, moving forward to a new thing, new life, to like, I definitely see that in the flag. It's torn up, but then there's a flower in the middle of it. So the symbolism in these cards is just gorgeous too. And every time I look at them, I find more. And then the Temperance, she's got her foot in the water. She's balanced. I love that it's an angel with the crown floating above her. And again, the color of that dress is gorgeous. And the way that it contrasts against the dark in this card is very, very beautiful. And here is the Devil card. And this is a very scary Devil card. But they have their hands out to each other. They're both trying to help each other get free of the negativity of this situation. But I mean, this is kind of like a really badass Devil card. It's just really, really great. Yeah, it's everything a Devil card should be, for sure. And then the Tower, just this fire, these people, all this change coming, completely wiping away and doing something new. It's just pretty amazing. Okay, and then we have the Star card, and the color of the sky and the stars in the sky of this card are just beautiful. The green grass contrasting against that blue. That water looks real that she's dumping in there, and it's just all about emotional learning, growing, spiritual learning, just newness after like a period of kind of maybe confusion. Like I always feel like the Star card is just stripping down everything and learning and exploring and emotional learning and growing and spiritual learning, especially after a period that was kind of hard, and like moving on. It's just so gorgeous. The detail in the ground here that you see in these cards is just so damn gorgeous. Okay, and then the Moon, it's just these two wolves howling at the moon. You can kind of see a face in the moon, and then there's the buildings and the polarity, the traditional little crab in the water there. It's kind of in tradition with the Pamela Coleman Smith, but it's so natural looking, and I love the sky. And it just I always struggle with the Moon card a little bit, with the emotional meaning of it, and kind of like the discomfort and the polarity of it. But this is like, again, like I say this a lot about Moon cards, this is a really pretty one, and it does make me feel kind of calm, even though there's a lot to it. Okay, and then the Sun card, it's got your traditional child on a horse with the sunflowers and the beautiful sun. And it's like in this darkness in this deck, it's like the sun is just like bright behind it all, and it's very, very, very pretty. Lots and lots of detail, and it's just another gorgeous card in this deck. And then the Judgment. This almost looks like a biblical painting, or like a painting that you'd see in the Art Institute from Chicago. So I kind of think of I can't remember the name of it, the Ascension. It's one of the old masters paintings in the Art Institute, but that's kind of like what this reminds me of, just an old piece of art, and just beautiful with this angel. And it's like a spiritual calling, spiritual alert and awakening. Just beautiful. And this right here, one of the things that made me want this deck was when I saw this World card. This is just beautiful. The colors, the wreath behind her, the earth is just gorgeous in this card. It's just absolutely stunning. And like definitely looks like an old painting, and I just love it. And then we have the Ace of Wands, another beautiful card, and I like that it's like he's pulling, almost like pulling a tree up by the roots from the earth, and then so much hope and promise in front of them. The Two of Wands, Three of Wands. And I know this is going to be a longer video, so I'm going to just try to get through some of these. Four of Wands. But I do, this is a nice Five of Wands. It's very, very traditional, and it's pretty neat looking. You can see the movement in it, but they're not really getting anywhere. Six of Wands. This is just gorgeous. Definitely has like kind of like a Renaissance or fantasy feel to it. This hero that is taking his victory lap. Seven of Wands. Eight of Wands. Nine of Wands. And then the Ten of Wands, and it is the ending of this burden that this person is carrying by themselves. He is. I see that house in the distance. It's like he's going home and just ending whatever this cycle is. Page of Wands. Knight of Wands. This Queen of Wands. Are you kidding me? I mean, look at her. There's so much expression in her face. She is independent. She is beautiful. She knows exactly what she wants. She's got those. Usually it's, okay, yeah, there's a black cat. And then there's the lions behind her. The Queen of Wands is always one of my favorite besides Strength. And this one is no exception. This is just absolutely everything a beautiful, crazy, beautiful Queen of Wands should be. Okay, and then there is the King of Wands sitting there on his throne. And then again, the color you do see here, these reds and these blues, they stand out against the darkness in these cards. And then the Ace of Cups is just beautiful, just gorgeous, with the beautiful pink lotus flowers on the bottom and the dove at the top. It is beautiful Ace of Cups. And then the Two of Cups. A lot of lions in these cards I'm noticing too. So I notice new things about these cards every time I use them. And I've only had these for a little while. Three of Cups. So I'm still getting to know them too. And I just love everything about them so far. Four of Cups. And he's not even noticing what's being given to him and not even looking at what he already has. He's just kind of happy sitting there dreaming of other things. Five of Cups. Okay, this Six of Cups. Six of Cups is one of my favorite tarot cards, and I love this Six of Cups. The flowers in this and the pink in her dress just stand out, and it is gorgeous. I just love it. Very, very beautiful, very colorful. And then we have the Seven of Cups, Eight of Cups, Nine of Cups, very traditional. 10 of Cups, gorgeous. Look at the subtle rainbow in the top there. Very, very, very pretty. Very, very gorgeous. Page of Cups. King of Cups. Queen of Cups. I love all the shells around her, and she's just sitting there in the ocean, in front of the ocean, just absolutely full of giving love and giving emotion. Just gorgeous. Knight of Cups. This is beautiful. I mean, the colors on these cards, especially the blues, oh, they're just gorgeous. Ace of Swords, Two of Swords. Okay, so it looks like she could kind of see out of that blindfold, and that's pretty interesting to me. Three of Swords, very traditional to the Pamela Coleman Smith artwork. Four of Swords. Five of Swords, Six of Swords. Very, very pretty. Seven of Swords. Eight of Swords. This is hardcore. Okay, so she feels trapped, but she could just walk backwards. Get up and walk backwards and be completely free of what's holding her in. This is brutal, though. This is just brutal and so emotional. I just love it. Nine of Swords. She is not getting any sleep. Everything is happening. Everything is moving, and she is not getting any sleep. Ten of Swords. It is over. Page of Swords. Knight of Swords. Queen of Swords. Very pretty. Very, very beautiful. I love the background. The leaves there, or the sticks and the growth back there with nothing on it. Looks like it could be the beginning of spring with the butterfly. Excuse me. But yeah, gorgeous. King of Swords. Ace of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. And some of these I'm just trying to get through. Four of Pentacles. Because I know this, okay, it's a longer video, but let's talk about my favorite card, one of my favorites, the Five of Pentacles. These people are walking together, standing together in a situation where they don't have everything they need, and they are still hopeful. And I love that you can see the snowflakes. This is one of the cards that made me want this deck. I love the church in the background and the hope that they're walking to. But I love the Five of Pentacles, and I really, really do love this winter Five of Pentacles where you can really see the fallen snow, the color in it and the light in it, and it is just gorgeous. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. This is gorgeous. Very much a Renaissance type of feel to it with her hat and the way that that garden looks in the house in the background. But yeah, it's nice. Ten of Pentacles. Very, very, very kind of traditional looking in the sense of just old world, kind of like how he's just sitting there on the throne. He's got the family members around him, and he's the elder of that family making the decisions. But yeah, they have everything they need. He's got his dogs by his sides, each side, and it's kind of neat. Page of Pentacles. This is pretty. Very, very pretty. Some spring flowers. King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I love the lush green behind her throne and that white bunny in the corner, just symbolizing the fertility that this woman has, and that she has everything it takes to get whatever she needs done. Everything at her disposal. Just beautiful. King of Pentacles. And I'm looking at the time in this video, realizing that this is going to be a longer video. I apologize for that, but I love this deck, and I just wanted to take the time it takes. So here we are back at the beginning, and I hope that this helped you to see this gorgeous deck and to just take a look at something different. I haven't seen any other videos yet about this deck. I would love to see that, though. If there are any on YouTube, I hope I definitely run into them. But yeah, this is probably my very favorite tarot deck as of now, until I find something that I think is better, which I don't see that happening for a while. But if you liked the video, please leave a comment and hit like and hit subscribe. I would definitely like to use this channel to do some free live readings if I get enough subscribers. But yeah, because I do make, like pick 1 to 6 or 1 to 3 readings, and I do those readings. But I really, really like reading online when somebody's actually there, and it just gives me something even more to draw from, and it's fun to do it the other way. But if I get enough subscribers to this channel, I would really like to be doing live readings on here. So if you hit subscribe, I would appreciate that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a wonderful day.